Here I have every single Marvel movie from Phase 1 to Phase 2, and I'm going to be ranking them all because I recently just watched every single one of these movies in preparation for Avengers Doomsday. Later, I will be coming out with an X-Men video of every X-Men movie that I have watched, also in preparation for Doomsday. I will be ranking them from worst to best, in my opinion. If you don't agree, you can always just skip the video. In last place, I have Thor: The Dark World. I thought the plot was okay. The main thing I didn't like about this movie is that in the first two Thor movies, Thor feels like a side character. It feels like Jane Foster's the main character. I didn't like the villain. I thought they were lame. It just wasn't that enjoyable for me. So that's why I put this one in last place. And in next place, I have The Incredible Hulk. I did think that this was a good movie, but it was just the plot. I didn't like it as much as all the other movies. I thought that there was like a problem with like a villain inconsistency with Abomination and Thaddeus Ross. I couldn't tell which one was the villain, even though like Abomination is the final fight, but still over the main course of the movie, it just wasn't very clear to me. So that's why I have this one so low. Next, I have Thor. Thor, like I said about Thor: The Dark World, he felt like a side character, like it was all about Jane Foster. Yeah, that's it. I got no words. Next, I have Ant-Man. Now, this was the movie that I watched most recently. I didn't like the fact that it wasn't Dr. Hank Pym as Ant-Man and that it was Scott Lang. I did like, though, the villain, Yellow Jacket. I thought he was pretty cool. And also his Scott Lang's friend who got the van after his mom died and his dad got deported. I liked that guy. He was pretty funny. Next, I have Iron Man 2. I thought that Justin Hammer, he was kind of a fraud. I didn't like the final fight with Whiplash. I do like the Mark V suitcase suit. I really like that one. Natasha Romanoff, she's pretty good in this movie. I really liked it. The palladium poisoning was a good addition to the plot, but it's just like some of the other movies are better than this one, so that's why I have it put so far low. Yeah. Next, I have Avengers: Age of Ultron. Now, I know I'm gonna get flamed for this one, but I did like James Spader as Ultron. It wasn't until I recently watched this movie that I realized it was James Spader as Ultron. I do like Wanda and Quicksilver, even though I do wish that Quicksilver hadn't died in this movie. Hawkeye was kind of a fraud. He got injured and then injured again, and then he just was kind of useless for the whole movie. Yeah, but I really like this movie because it's the first movie where the Avengers actually fight like a team. Next on the list, I have Captain America: The First Avenger. I did like this movie because it has my favorite Captain America suit in it, but I didn't like Zola. I thought he was a character that could have gone without in this movie. Peggy and Steve's relationship was really, I liked that. And the general, I forget his name, but he was pretty funny. I liked his interrogation scene with Zola. It was a pretty funny scene. Next, I have Iron Man. So, while this is one of my it's my second favorite Iron Man movie. I really like it. I really like how Obadiah Stane is the main villain of this movie. I liked Tony and Pepper's dynamic. And this is just like a perfect origin story for a superhero. Robert Downey Jr. did an amazing job in this movie, and honestly, it couldn't have been better. Next on the list, I have Guardians of the Galaxy. This is one of my favorite team movies. My favorite team movie out of all of the ones in the MCU is probably the Fantastic Four movie. But this is a really good one. I like how it's like they're all coming together. Drax is wanting to kill Ronan, and then he's like, oh, well, now that he's dead, it looks like it's Thanos now. It's a really good movie. I love Peter Quill and Gamora's dynamic. I like Groot and Rocket. They're pretty funny in this movie. I wish, though, that, in Guardians 2 and Guardians 3, how Nebula was in that more. I didn't like that she was more like just a henchman, because I remember there was like more with Nebula and Gamora at one point. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me. Next, I have Iron Man 3. Aldrich Killian was a really good villain. I do like their Mandarin actor. He's pretty funny. I haven't seen Wonder Man yet, but I really want to because I know that he's the actor that they had for Mandarin was in it. But I really liked the Iron Armory. I liked the fact that like when Rhodey was like, "All right, give me a suit," and he's like, "Oh, they're all paired to me. You don't get a suit." I thought that was pretty funny. So that's why I have it in third place. In second place, I have The Avengers. This is a really good movie. There's like nothing wrong with it. It couldn't have been a better movie. I really love this movie is really funny. And there's like a scene in the movie, I'm pretty sure it was only in the DVD version, but where Tony Stark says, "That man's playing Galaga," and then it goes to like a later scene, and they show him, and he's playing Galaga. I really like that part of the movie. Loki was a good villain. There's nothing wrong with this movie. And in first place, I have Captain America: The Winter Soldier. One of my favorite suits. I really love the story of him learning that Bucky is still alive. I saw this one guy say when he was ranking the movies that he said he wished that Bucky had stayed dead, and I was like, what? Bucky coming back was probably one of the most. It's probably the best thing about this movie. The helicarriers. I love the introduction of Falcon. It was just a great movie, and finding out that S.H.I.E.L.D. was actually being turned into Hydra on the inside was crazy. So that's why this movie gets first in my opinion. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.